And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin analysis video. I know, it's a Tuesday. I was supposed to, post an analysis yesterday, but I don't know, for some reason, the Monday yesterday felt like a Sunday, so I decided to, take the long weekend. So today, guys, we're going to be focusing on Bitcoin primarily to, dissect the higher time frames. Well, we did open a brand new weekly yesterday. In addition to what is price up to right now, what can we expect? Do we see another pullback, and to what level? And also what is the the criteria for Bitcoin to actually see that continuation to the upside? Okay, because I'm noticing a lot of very interesting things happening on this chart. Now, of course, before I proceed, I will be also focusing on the altcoins once again this week. So if you guys have any requests, make sure to mention them in the comments section below. And for those of you who are interested in the altcoin updates and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, well, what the hell are you waiting for? Go ahead, hit the subscribe. Sean has been posting some amazing Cardano setups. He's been posting some on Arbitrum. I last posted on CFX. So we are going to be pushing out the altcoins. And of course, guys, it goes without saying, if you have been liking the content on the channel, make sure to smash those likes because it goes a very long way. Now with this, we can jump into, well, Bitcoin. I'm going to get on over to the weekly first. Now, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about something else. Now, this was the cloud theory that I told you that I would discuss with you in the next Bitcoin update, but unfortunately, I never got around to it. Now, because we have some new price action on Bitcoin, for the sake of brevity, guys, I will leave the cloud theory for the next Bitcoin update. I promise you, I will deliver on it this week, okay? But today we're going to be focusing primarily on immediate price action. Now, as far as Bitcoin's weekly open is concerned, I believe that it opened very well. There is one thing that I did miss out in my past few Bitcoin analysis because I was concentrating too much on the targets to a point where I missed out on something not important, but relevant, okay? Now, I had given you, we had been talking about this region at around 28.5K, right? In fact, during this entire consolidation, if you guys can think back to my Bitcoin analysis, I said that, hey, Bitcoin has to take out 28.5K before we can actually expect a continuation to the upside. Now, I have been giving you targets that were primarily hinged on two things. One being the weekly Kijun, which came in right here at around 31.8K, and the other one being my momentum adjusted target to the upside, which came in at around 33.4K. Now, so far, I've sort of just boiled it down to 33.4K and 28.5K, because both these regions, which you guys need to understand, is that these were predetermined. Like, even the 28.5K region was predetermined based on price action I was seeing in this juncture of the market. Okay, so I had this already drawn in before price even got up there. All right, so when I look at these targets, what's the one thing that I have been doing as a rule almost? That is always looking at the midpoint, right? So I was looking at this, I'm like, I probably missed something here. So I looked at this range, the momentum-based range, and I looked at the midpoint, guys. Where did Bitcoin close on the weekly relative to the midpoint? We actually came up there throughout the week, raised that, and closed slightly under. Not slightly under, but we did close under. Now, usually when I see a rejection at the midpoint right there, I usually expect a retest of the resistance now flipped into support. Okay, which once again, guys, comes in at around 28.5K. But I feel like there's a lot of very interesting things playing out in this current phase of the market on the lower time frames, which I really want to walk you through. Okay, that way you're sort of prepared for, the various moves that Bitcoin can make getting into the end of this week. But I don't want you guys to confuse this for my macro view on Bitcoin. Guys, my macro view is still swinging bullish on Bitcoin. I'm just trying to figure out whether or not we get a better bid opportunity on the charts. Okay, now as far as the bid is concerned, as far as a deeper pullback is concerned for Bitcoin, could we get that? Well, there is one thing that is alluding to a potential deeper bid opportunity for Bitcoin here, and that is primarily going to be found on the Mango dashboard. Okay, so now if I take you guys on over to the dashboard and I just get into the the multi-time frame analysis tool. So I want you guys to focus on the trends, okay, and the volatility. Now, I'm going to try and put a screenshot of the previous video that I did on Bitcoin and what the trend index looked like. That way you guys get a good comparison of it. Now, what I want you guys to take note of here is Bitcoin's 12-hour trend. Now, for those of you who have been following the dashboard diligently and taking the trades off of it, you guys know that that 12-hour trend had remained bullish for the entirety of last month. That's right, for an entire month, it did not lose the 12-hour uptrend. Like if I have to take you on over to the chart, even during this very, very excruciating consolidation right here, that 12-hour trend remained intact on long. Okay, it was a bullish trend. This is the first time since a month that it actually turned bearish. Now, this bearish signal came in 5 hours ago, and this is essentially what might be alluding to a deeper pullback for Bitcoin, okay, because this is currently short. All right, but in addition to that, guys, look at the volatility flashing 38. Now, once again, I'm going to try and post a screenshot of the previous volatility profile that we had from the last video, and you would notice that the trend was long, okay, but the volatility was flashing those high red numbers, telling us that, hey, this long trend is still frothy, we could still see a potential pullback, right? That is something that we discussed. But now what's happened here is that we have a bearish trend and volatility right now giving us those very, very healthy blue numbers, telling us that, hey, if the bears want to step in here, they can, and they could still have a bit more juice left in them to take Bitcoin down even further. That said, I don't think that the bulls are going to make this very easy for the bears in this juncture right here. And I'll tell you exactly what it is that I'm catching on the chart. And this is where, if you guys have the foundations for TA, you can bring a lot of your tools and techniques together to form a better story. That way you're prepared. If I take you guys on over to the chart, first off, by the way, guys, now that the Mango dashboard has a new feature wherein we have a chart feature, but not just that, guys. Now you can view charts on all of the coins on the Mango dashboard. That's right. You'll see that right next to the drop down, you're going to see this chart icon right here. Just go ahead and click on it, and it's going to open up a different tab and take you to the Mango view, which is Mango's own charting feature. Now this is cool because, well, you have access to some of the time frames that you don't have access to on TradingView if you're on a free account, and more importantly, guys, it gives you access to the new FVG feature here, which is the fair value gap, right? It basically shows you these inefficient zones in the market that you can, well, place your bids on, and if you catch a bid on these zones, they're going to be very, very easy for you to manage. Now, one such zone was this bullish FVG on the daily time frame for Bitcoin, right? So now this was that zone that we were looking at, and so far, guys, I want you to notice that the daily candle actually closed into the FVG zone. Okay, right now, as things stand, we're seeing strength. The bulls, and this is what I mean, the bulls are going to put up a fight on this region, okay? And I'll show you exactly why. I'm going to go ahead and draw a line segment right here. Now, the top of the FVG zone, guys, comes in at around 29.6K. Bottom comes in at around 28.5K. The way I am looking at this right now, I'm saying that, hey, if the bulls manage to take this out on the 12-hour time frame and on tomorrow's daily close, I'm saying further upside for Bitcoin. Okay, that is going to be our pivot point. Remember, we're talking about pivot points here. That pivot point is essentially going to help you understand who's got the edge here, what is the next potential move to the upside, and what is the best zone to be managing your trade off of. Right, so far, we're seeing strength along 29.6K. However, no immediate close on it just yet. I don't even think we've closed a 4-hour candle over 29.6K yet. And also, yes, you have two new time frames on the Mango view, guys, the 12-hour and the 4-hour time frame. If I get on over to the 4-hour time frame, we're currently hovering over it, but no confirmed close. It appears that we've actually broke out of a pattern here of sorts. Also, guys, your FVGs are going to change based on the time frame that you are playing. Okay, we've done this so that we're catering to every sort of trader out there, whether you're trading the lower time frames, mid time frames, or the higher time frames. You're basically looking to catch the best bid opportunities. We've tailored it for that. Now, I'm going to take you guys back on over to the daily time frame. I want to tell you guys why I believe that the bulls are putting up a fight here and why you should expect that. Because if I go ahead and turn on my 21 EMA, let's turn on my Ichimoku cloud as well. Okay, let's turn on the 10 SMA as well. Okay, now this is the setup that we're dealing with. Yes, Bitcoin broke down. Yes, the 12 hours saying, hey, this looks like a short right here, right? The trend flipped short on the 12-hour time frame. But if I take you on over to this chart, what are you seeing? Okay, on a technical standpoint, yeah, we're seeing a downtrend on your 4-hour time frame, but right into daily support. Okay. And this is exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing Tenkin support right here at around, what is this, 29.1K, and 21 EMA support as well at around 28.9K. There is a lot of support in this zone, daily support. So yeah, the 4-hour trend is short, 12-hour trend is short, but it's all falling into daily support. And until we break daily support, I will not be looking for further continuation to the downside. Okay, if I really have to prioritize my levels, always prioritize your highest levels, guys. Okay, higher time frame levels. That is essentially what's going to take precedent. And more importantly, in uptrends, now you're going to see this throughout the bull market, not just in this phase, throughout the bull market. For those of you who are new to the world of trading and you want to learn this stuff, you're going to see ebb and flow of price action where you see downtrends. Say for this instance, this is the entire bull market, right? In this phase right here, which is your uptrend, you're going to see price action that looks like this, right? But these phases right here, you're going to see these minor downtrends, okay, falling into macro support, and then price gets picked up on macro support. Okay, so look towards that. Don't get too fixated on your lower time frames, because then you miss macro support. Now what we're seeing here is, yes, a 4-hour downtrend, a 12-hour downtrend. However, it's all falling into daily support. I am not going to get overly bearish on another move to the downside until we break that Tenkin 21 EMA cluster. Okay, the 21 EMA, guys, if you want to take note of it, comes in at around 28.9K. So look for that. All right, but for now, what I'm seeing here is that the bulls have more of the edge in this current hour, okay, with us actually hovering over 29.6K. So far, if I have to take you guys on over to the hourly time frame here on TradingView, and you'll see that this is the region that we actually broke out of. There was a pattern, small little W-like formation that Bitcoin has broken out of, and if I have to go ahead and smack in a line segment right there, sorry, the measured move, apologies. Plot it on the break. Where will that take Bitcoin up to? That will take us all the way up to 29.9K, and I'm laughing because there's so much going on here. Okay, so first off, 1 hour 200 simple moving average. Check this out. 4 hour 21 EMA. Check this out. 12 hour, okay, nothing on the 12 hour, but this is daily 10 simple moving average as well. Okay, so there's a lot. So yeah, it's clearing out the FVG level, but I feel like there's going to be a massive fight. There's going to be a massive fight right here. But if the bulls win the fight, and I'm always going to be leaning to the side of the overarching trend, because I feel like if there's any strength, if you're looking for strength, always look towards the overarching trend, because that is going to give you a tip on where is the strength at. Is it with the bulls or is it with the bears? Taking out that 10 SMA is going to be the final tell in that, okay, Bitcoin sees continuation here. Where to from there? Well, once again, back up to the top at around 30.8K. What is the move? Well, from the 10 SMA to 30.8K, that's going to be another 3% in the bag. Okay, but that's what I personally will be looking for. If we start getting rejected off of that region, plunge back into the FVG, I'm saying we're coming down to the 21 EMA. As far as the downside pivot point is concerned, guys, I'm keeping this simple. Look at the 21 EMA on the daily time frame. 21 EMA and Tenkin. We start taking out these two levels. I'm looking for candle closes, okay? 2 confirmed candle closes underneath this level is going to give me that additional sort of tip on, well, weakness on Bitcoin's chart, at which point I will be looking for a further continuation to the downside, at which point we would have also activated like a C-span trade from the Tenkin going all the way down to the Kijun, which comes in at around 25.3K. Let's go ahead and mark that out with the line segment. I wonder if this lines up with that entire weekly cluster of support that we have underneath us, right? And it does. The 10 SMA, 55 EMA, we have, sorry, not the 10 SMA, the 200 simple moving average, 55 exponential, as well as the 200 exponential. And you can see the 21 EMA also moving up very, very aggressively right there. We could come down to test that region, okay? So that would be the daily C-span trade in addition to the test of the weekly. But remember, guys, pivot points are important. Okay, because you don't want to be catching your bids, irrespective if you're going long or short. Don't catch it in the middle of the range. You're better off getting a high conviction play, even if it means you're not getting the optimal price. Okay, I hope like you understand that sort of the difference between that. What is the difference between that? An optimal play versus getting in a better price. An optimal play would be getting 2 confirmed closes underneath the 21 EMA, which gives you additional confirmation on your short position to the downside if you are looking to short, versus taking your short position on the 10 simple moving average at around 29.9K, which is the better price, right? Shorting at 29.9K versus shorting at around 28.9K. Shorting at 29.9K will net you a bit in the bag. right? But the high conviction play is losing that 21 EMA and then activating the C-span to the downside, right? So it's about catching it on the pivot points. So yeah, this is what I'll be looking for downside plays. Pivot point to the downside comes in at around the 21 EMA on the daily time frame. That's what I personally will be looking for. And well, pivot point to the upside is this entire zone, honestly. So I'm looking at the top of the FVG coming in at around 29.6K, going all the way up to the 10 simple moving average. But yeah, these are all my thoughts on Bitcoin so far. My overarching view on Bitcoin, guys, is still very, very much bullish, okay? Like, a lot now has to go wrong in order for me to switch my tune on this. So I have 4 bull run triggers. We are sitting far, far away from all 4 bull run triggers. Clear that out and cleared it out very, very well. Living over the monthly 21 EMA, I am bullish. That's why I'm looking at every potential pullback opportunity as a bid opportunity. So yeah, these are my thoughts right now on Bitcoin. If there is anything that you think I am missing on this chart, let me know in the comment section below. But hey, if you guys enjoyed this analysis, make sure to smash that like button, and I will see you in the next altcoin update. With this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.